Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and today I'm doing another sketchbook tour. Today there is no set time frame for when all this art was made. This isn't necessarily a sketchbook either. This is just 3 random folders of art. So, for context, this one here, I've had this one sitting for a long time. I don't know if I've ever shown this one on my channel at all. I might have. There's also these 2 folders. This is all stuff that I found while I was cleaning my stuff. So I haven't actually fully gone through all this stuff yet myself. It's also very unorganized, as you can tell. Look at it. But some of this is very, very old stuff. I'm looking at this. This is at least like 2016 or 17, so this is old. I would have been like 10 or 11 when I drew that. So there you go. As usual, my old sketchbook tours are linked in the description if you want to see my other old sketchbook tours that are in very bad quality. I also have a playlist for all of my current sketchbook tours that'll include this video and my previous ones. In the description there is also my toy house. A lot of the drawings here, this is all in the Ninja Pets folder. It is a very old story of mine, so keep that in mind. So you'll find them in the Ninja Pets folder. I don't know if you'll find any other characters of mine here, but you might. So yeah, I'll tell you guys. We're just gonna get into this. This is the one that I think you guys will find the most interesting because there's a comic in here. We're gonna start with all the smaller stuff because what even is all this? I don't think I've been through this in a very long time, but here we have a cat. This is very obviously done with Sharpie. Stuff like this has gotta be like 2018 at the latest. There is another little cat. That's cute. Yeah, I don't think I've ever gone through this before. If you guys have seen my video, a little secret, it's in my old sketchbook tour playlist. You might know that I've made, when I was a kid, I made loads of LPS blind bag series stuff. Loads of custom stuff, you know? I would make my own LPS blind bags and film with it. That's what I did back in the day, because I couldn't actually buy LPS. I was a kid. I just found a checklist for some of it and some of their names. I also see one in here, so I'm actually going to show you. This is an example of what I mean. I think I assigned a bunny to each month. I think that's what this series was supposed to be. Oh, oh hello. This is interesting. Wow, this is this is old, you guys. And I know this is old because this is like my 2017 art style. It's kind of crazy though. I love the eyes in this actually. It's quite cool. I always love drawing eyes. I still love drawing eyes. I think this might have been the checklist for it. It might have been. I can't believe I found this, but this has a lot of old characters. This is all stuff from a notebook when I was like 10. So these are very old characters of mine. So we're gonna go through all these and see what we got. So this is Ted. These are all characters you will find in my Ninja Pets folder. He's a little bear. I had a whole thing going on with Ninja Pets where they had this like pet ball thing. It's like a ball game. And it had specific rules to it and whatever. This is Kitty. Kitty is actually in my OC folder now. I actually redesigned her. She's in my OC folder. I am so glad I found this. That's so cool. We have a Care Bear. And we have Milo the dog. We used to have a Labrador called Milo when we were kids. Oh, this is pet art. Okay, this is Lady Gaga. Okay, funny name, but we did have a bunny named Lady Gaga. She was a little grey and white bunny. We had 2 bunnies. The other one was Peach. There's Loki, our old cat. Aww. More Ninja Pet characters. This is Coco and Nugget. Definitely not inspired by Zuzu Pet. This, I believe, this notebook might have been used in school. I don't know what notebook this is even from, but this is probably from when I was first year. This is probably me trying to say what I needed to do for homework. This is definitely my 2018 style. Furry. I had only just been exposed to furries at the time. This is just a random bunny, but it has my birth name on it, so I'm not gonna show it. Okay. This one I believe is a character belonging to an old friend of mine. This is Peach. This is the other bunny I was talking about. She was one of our bunnies. That would be Sunil from the LPS show. I obviously didn't like it. I believe this might have been Harmonia. Another very old Ninja Pet character. And the reason I know this is because of the general head shape and the eye. I think that's who that was supposed to be until I crossed it out. Random blank page. So this is Harmonia. This is the one I was just talking about. She has a lot of sparkles on her fur, but obviously it doesn't come out in traditional art. This is so cool finding all this art. These are so old, you guys. It's crazy. They had a band. This is Songonia. This is their drummer. Harmonia, I believe, plays the flute. I don't remember. I used to play the flute when I was like 10 years old. That's probably why. I play drums now. So there you go. How things changed. Symphonia, she was always the singer. She always played piano whenever. That's her whole thing. That's their whole thing. They have a whole band. More old characters. Okay, this is Muffin. This is so cute. We also have Chip. We also have Casper. He was actually inspired by one of our old cats. So is Chip. Chip was inspired by one of our old hamsters. He was a leader of a team called Fluffy Nugget. My stories were very Warrior Cat inspired. Aww. Okay, this is our old cat Willow and her kittens. She had 5 kittens. They're so cute. I love this one down here. It's so cute. Oh, they're so cute. I just love that he has little dot eyes. It's so cute. You guys have no idea what I just found here. This is just a stack of plain paper that hasn't been used. Okay, there's something a little bit more recent in here. This is from 2019, actually. This is their very old designs. This is a Paws of Fury trading card game. That's crazy. And I never finished this, ever. I lost the motivation for it, like, immediately. This is what the pack looks like. These are all in my POF folder. That is Felix. Ignore this character. That is Swifty. Dawn and Crimson, of course, I love them so much. I know this is 2019 because this is Dawn's very first design. That's Speedy, Callie, Ash, and Raven. In here, I actually made this so there's like a whole like thing here so you can close it over. No way. Okay. This is Dawn. I don't know what half of this even means. Half of this isn't true anymore. That's the funniest bit. Then I started drawing Crimson and you can tell I just gave up and there's a whole stack here. This is a little booklet that I made from like 2018. It's a doodle booklet, that's what it says. That is Stephanie, Swifty, and Fred. Let's see what we got in here. There's Stephanie. Yeah, November 2018. That's when that's from. There's Fred. He looks a bit goofy in this one. There's Kathy. This is very like all over the place. And I never finished this. This has no cover on it, but inside is this. I believe this was me doing work for an LPS series that never happened, ever. And I think it's a murder mystery series. I loved my murder mysteries. I still love my murder mysteries. You might occasionally catch me on Roblox Murder Mystery, or even on Minecraft. I've started going back to all these old games and stuff. The last thing is this Balls of Fury trading card game that was never finished. Not even the outside of it. I think I spent ages on the title and that put me off. I can't show this, but this is a 50p library book fine from my school. From like first year. So there you go. They would basically fine you if you didn't bring your book back on time. Which is so annoying because stop taking my money. It'll be back soon. This is the only other thing that fell out of this folder. I think I know where it's from. This is from the Pokemon card pack that I have in this other folder. So that's going to be interesting. You guys, this is an entire comic. So it was never finished. This is about a box of pet treats called the Golden Noggins. And I had this thing going for a long time. Their whole thing is these guys want the Golden Noggins and they're bad at stealing. So they basically try to steal them and they get caught and whatever. But they also have powers and stuff. So if you want to read it, you can pause and read it or slow down the video or something. This is from 2017, by the way. This is the other page, and I believe this is the only actual evidence I have of Slither. He's an old character of mine. The characters in this are Stephanie, Fred, Kathy, and Porkchop, and Slither obviously up here. But again, if you want to read it, you can pause and read it. It is very cool to find something like this though. It's very cool. I also have a page of Pokemon art. I love this actually, it's so cute. This is very old though, definitely. It is definitely very battered. This is Bunnelby and Pikachu. These were my favorites at the time. I loved Bunnelby back in the day. I also have this art booklet. This is where I was testing pens apparently in the corner. This is definitely 2018. There's a cat, a random bunny. This is all random animals. A lot of my art is. There's a dog, I think. There's Pikachu. I love Pikachu. Okay, this is funny. I can't believe it has song lyrics on it. I remember this whole art piece, but I forgot that it had this on it. There you go, you guys. I was a completely different person back then. Don't judge me. There's a cat. That's pretty much everything in this. Finally moving on to the folders. This is the first one I'm going to move on to. All this stuff, I just dug it out when I was cleaning, and I just shoved it all into a folder, so I didn't actually look at it fully. I didn't have the time for it, but now I do. And this is the first thing we're going to do. This is my own handmade Pokemon cards. There was 8 Pokemon cards and coins and a jumbo card, which I don't know what that means. I used to make a load of stuff like, oh, hello? Okay. I don't know why this is here. I don't know if these codes still work. If I didn't already redeem this as a kid, you guys can try and redeem it, I guess. You guys, this is... I know this is just a code card, but this is so nostalgic. I'm feeling nostalgia for a Pokemon code card. I'm so surprised that's even in there. Because usually stuff like that, we have a huge box of Pokemon cards from when we were kids. Like, this big. It's huge. Usually we keep stuff like that there, but I don't know why I have it. They were me and my brothers. Okay, so I believe the Meowth card that I found before, this one, belongs in here. Because it's the same style. I have to admit this is one of the most interesting things I've ever shown on this channel. This is the only jumbo card that is in this pack, so it was made purely for the purpose of this, but I never, went through with it fully, I guess. All of these are a mix of real Pokemon and my own made-up Pokemon. This is one of my own, I believe. There is no Pokemon named Chili. This is my own OC. I should just turn these into OCs. That's what I should do. You guys, should I do that? Should I turn these Pokemon characters into OCs? I think I should. There's also these. I believe these are supposed to be like the coins, but obviously I don't know how to make them. This is Ratiku, one of my own, I believe. And then we have a Raichu, which is actually quite cute. I like this. It's such a small scale. And of course we have Pikachu. And of course Bunnelby. I love Bunnelby so much. He's a very nostalgic Pokemon to me. The next thing is all the little cards. And there is a lot of these, so we're gonna quickly go through them. There's nothing on the back. This is Eevee with a Pikachu at the bottom. Fungus, Ditto, Rabini, this is one of my own. Greyful, another one of my own. Daily, another OC of mine. Rockroll, this is another one. Jigglypuff is an official one. There you go. Kokolo, another one of my own Pokemon. Pikachu, I love him. Tallbro, I think this evolved from Smallbro. I believe that was his name. I vaguely remember. Cherubloom, I think this is my own. So is the one before it. Charmander. There's Bunnelby. Jumpluff. Trapey. I think that's how I pronounced it back in the day. This is one of my own. Santa Flames. I love this so much because it's like close to Christmas as well. Santa Flames. That is amazing. Dino Tail. Interesting. Squidly. An elephant, I believe. Squat. Gumi. Noodles. This is Noodles. Doodles? Ducklet? Wibbles. What even is that? I don't know. There's Mr. Mime. Litleo. It's so cute, actually. I love that one. Dratini. Bunice. Massive. Okay. That's Ratiku. That's the one we saw on the coins. The last one is Wumbo. Little bird. And the last thing is this. This is just one big Pokemon drawing, but cut up into multiple different squares. I seem to be missing the corner, but I think it's a cool idea anyway. It's very nice. I can't wait to see what else is in here, you guys. Look at it. Okay, so the first thing I found is actually my brother's art. I believe this is all traced Pokemon, but you gotta start somewhere. Admittedly, I quite like those eyes. It's quite cool. My brother makes crazy art these days. We have the tiniest little pipe cleaner bunny. It's cute. I had a cat one of these too, but I don't know where it is. This is an origami crane. I made this for New Year's. That's why it says 2020 on it. Here you go. That's how old this is. It has little eyes on it. There's a bunny and another origami bunny. I actually made a stupid amount of these. There's also an origami fox. I don't actually remember how to make these anymore, or the cranes, but I still know how to make bunnies. Because I just do that. That's a habit of mine. I just make origami bunnies out of like bus tickets and stuff. Another thing I found is this. I believe this is to decorate a rock that sat on our kitchen window for a while. This is definitely 2020 art style. But that was of our old cat. And then there was one of our old dog too, but I believe it got ripped up because look at it. There is also another code card. Feel free to use it. See if it still works. I don't even know if the app for this is still running, but there you go. This is a customized code card as well. This is Clow. I think this is my own Pokemon as well. But yeah, interesting. We have one more folder. I am not ready for this. Okay, this requires a lot of context. That I don't remember anymore, but this was for a Draw My Life thing with LPS art. I don't understand any of it anymore, but there you go. That's when that was popular. It was a long time ago. Okay, this is weird, but this is supposed to be a plush thing that I made years ago. I used to make like paper things and tape it, and there's actual fluff inside it. I used to do stuff like that all the time. It's wearing a shirt as well that has obviously been taped onto it. It is a cool concept, it's just very obviously made by a kid and it's very obviously very old. So this is probably one of the strangest things you'll ever see on my channel. This, you guys, was supposed to be an LPS advent calendar that I made when I was a kid. Kid me couldn't afford LPS. I was a kid. I didn't have my own money and my family would just refuse. So I made my own entertainment basically. And one of those was an entire advent calendar, an entire makeshift advent calendar. As you can see, it is very ripped up, and it wasn't like a full box thing, it was just kind of there are stories and there are pets behind it, or whatever. But yeah, it is very mangled. So what I might do is I might just cut out the art and keep the art, because it's cute, and I don't want to lose LPS art. It is such a state. I don't even know which parts go where anymore, so there's no point. I will show you guys these individually up close as well, because I know it is a mess. This corner is probably the most intact in the whole thing. It's just a pet every door. This one I believe is a turtle. There is a fox as well. This is the most complicated piece because what? There is an elephant here. There is a cow here. I believe this is a dragonfly. I'm honestly surprised I even have half the doors anymore. There's a dog here. This piece again was very confusing to try and untangle. This I believe is a, I don't actually know what this is. I think it might be a dog, it might be a bear, I don't know. There's a penguin, a bunny, a mouse, a whale, I think. There's the LPS logo. It's so cute. There is either a squirrel or a skunk, a lamb, a fish, a monkey, and the last bit has a reindeer on it, and this is also the clear window. This is just tape on both sides. And there's an entire tree. The last thing here is the stack of art. This came out of it, and this is Ninja Pets. Again, there's Stephanie, and this is the start of a story that I never finished, ever. And this was in a Shopkin notebook, so this is very old. We have Random Bunny. This is for a makeshift LPS series that I had, the Fantastic 15, and I believe there was 2 other pages to go with this, or at least one other page to go with it. So obviously not all the pets are on here, and the rest has been lost to time, I think. But this is still cute. I'm still happy I have this. Okay, those of you that know me at all will know I love Care Bear movies, specifically the 2005 and 2004 ones. And basically what I did was I would play out these whole movies with my LPS and assign them all Care Bears and all that. This is what this is. This is what bears they all are. when Patrina is fixed. Patrina actually is one of my LPS. It's a short hair and her neck broke. So that's why it says she's dead. This is just some edgy dog, I guess. An evil cat. A blank page. This character is actually in my OC folder right now. This is Cozy, a little lime with a big coat. This is in my OC folder. I very recently redesigned her because she's so cute. And this is art that I haven't found of her yet. So there you go. Another blank page. I think this is LPS OCs. These two definitely are. The others, I'm not sure about. I don't know where they came from. Smiley face. And the last thing in this whole thing is this. I always love drawing eyes, so there you go. So that's everything for this video. That was a lot, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know what to do with all this stuff. It's probably going to go into my loose sheets book thing. But that's all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all later.